Joining me now here on Spicy 2's is Lucy Andes. Lucy, you ready?
Yeah.
Gonna be able to keep it together?
No.
Well, we got our easiest swing here to our spiciest, so go ahead and pick up that first swing right there, and we'll get started with our questions. Full examination. How's it taste?
It's not bad yet.
So, my first question. As graduation approaches, what was your favorite Major 2 memory and why?
Favorite so far has probably been, I like the Family Feud video, the very first video we did this year because...
The one that got lost in the files?
Yep, well, I wasn't going to mention that, but that was fun. We weren't as close as we are now, but it was still fun to do a whole group project, and everyone their roles were kind of symbolic of who they are now.
Yeah, that definitely was like the first makings of a family. Now it definitely feels like, we've all come together and we've all grown together where we finally have captured that essence of family. I didn't expect to get so sentimental right off the jump right there.
Yeah.
All right, so go ahead and take a sip of water, and we'll get started then with that medium tasting wing, that one in the middle right there. Do you have a preference on what kind of wing?
Well, usually I do boneless, but I guess that wasn't an option. Ew.
All right, let it kick in. That one, everyone's been saying that one's a little sweeter.
Yeah.
A little
Kind
sweeter.
of gross, but that's okay.
So, we're going to branch out to your time at Springford as a whole.
Oh, God.
Right?
Okay.
What would you say is your favorite moment from your time here at Springford?
Favorite moment here? That's a hard question. See, I didn't really like it here, but I'll think of something. Give me a minute.
You've been here for so long,
Yeah, I have.
Is it the people you met?
Well, probably not you, but I would say...
Wow.
No, broadcasting
Wow.
in general.
Okay.
It's a joke, okay?
Sorry.
Yeah.
Continue.
Broadcasting in general has just been so fun because it doesn't feel like a normal high school class. You kind of get a lot more freedom, and I feel like a lot of people don't understand the equipment we have. It's just, this is really spicy. It's top of the game, and getting access to that as a high school student has been really fun, and it's helped decide what I want to do in college in the future.
At Marquette.
Yep. Go
Yep.
Golden Eagles.
I was like, they do like roll Eagles, go Eagles.
Just go Golden Eagles.
And you want to do PR?
Yeah, I'm doing PR, but they kind of have a similar thing that we have. They have their own studio and their
Awesome.
shows, so I'll probably do that.
Well, lucky for you, we're about to talk about our studio shows with our spiciest wing, kind of previewing your last question here. How's the smell test?
Smells better than you.
I didn't know this was Roast Mr. C Hour on this one.
That's what I do every day. Okay.
All right, how is it?
Once it got past this one, it's just hot.
Okay, so
That's
you
really... Hold on.
okay? Take a
You can
sip.
talk.
So you've built a little tradition here on the Ram Show, telling jokes to kick off every show. Tell me a joke right now.
Well, I'm a big believer that my dad taught me this actually. You should always have a joke ready. Mm-hmm. You should just always have a joke. So my favorite one is, oh, you're going to get a secret. Okay, what did...
Top secret information?
Well, I mean, there's like 4 cameras, but... Hold on. What did the ocean say to the sand?
What?
No, you have to answer. You know the answer.
I'm not remembering. Just tell me. Act like I don't know.
Nothing, it just waved.
Ah,
But, oh, hold on.
I get it.
Hold on.
Tell me a
That
secret.
joke, yeah. That joke has 2 answers. Because
Okay.
people know the answer to that joke. So it's like if they answer, you can be like, no. So say nothing, it just waved.
Nothing. It just waved.
See you later.
That was go.
See?
You got me.
Oh my god, I'm crying. Yep.
I didn't know jokes could be careful with that with the sauce.
I know.
I don't want you to wipe the sauce in your eyes.
I probably did, it's okay.
Okay, I actually have a follow-up question, completely unrelated to the Ram Show.
Usually.
So, you and Noah, you've grown pretty close over the year. You can call each other Guy. Where did that come from?
Sorry, you called me off guard. No. That was, so me and Hailey have English together after this class every day, and Noah has lunch. So me and Hailey were working in the hallway one day. Noah passed by to talk to us, and I just said, bye, Guy. Just came out like that. I didn't mean to say it. And he goes, Guy. And I was like, yeah, Guy. So now that's just Guy.
And the rest was history. Well, Lucy, I know I've told you this before, but you've made my life so much easier this year. Whenever I need help, you were the first person I would come to with things that we needed done around here. I'm gonna miss you a lot.
I get that a lot.
Not to get so sentimental on you, but I miss you a lot, and I know you're gonna do some really big things in Marquette.
Thanks.
So, thank you for joining me. I didn't mean to catch you off guard, but this was a lot of fun.
Thanks.
Here on Spicy 2's is the Baka boy himself, Mr. Josh Cole.
Thank you for having me.
Josh, that's how we greet each other every time I see Josh, if you're wondering.
He's a man.
Very, very professional of me, I know. So, Josh, and thank you for putting on your napkin here. Very professional.
Thank you.
So we got 3 flavors, 3 questions. Go ahead and start with that easiest one right there.
This one here?
Yep, right there. Give us a little analysis. Big bite right there. Thoughts?
It's not that hot. I love spicy food, honestly. I mean, you know me. I love my food.
Oh, we'll get there. Don't you worry. So, as graduation approaches, what was your favorite experience in Major 2 and why?
I'd probably have to say making Santa Haas. It was very fun to work as a class together. It was the first time I worked with some of the people, Mick, Cole, like all of them. It was nice to work together as one team, especially because we had some problems in October with shoots and things for our Halloween video. So it was nice to get something done that we can hopefully put in the film.
Yeah, talking to everyone who's brought up Santa Haas, I say the same thing. It's just awesome to see you guys come together and make such a cool project. Can you do the grandfather elf voice for us right now?
Of course.
The exact lines.
Oh yeah, no, I played the old elf as it says in the script, and I forget what the scene was, but I say, silence.
Do the next part.
I don't remember.
Can you just say Mick's name in that voice?
Michael Haas.
Oh, so iconic. I'm never gonna forget that. Just even being a part of that too, like never gonna forget that experience.
Yeah,
so
it was a lot of fun.
Go ahead and try that little one right there.
Small one.
Our medium flavored. Mm-hmm. So as you how can you even bite that thing?
I don't know. It's so small.
Yeah, try it again. That one's been everyone's been it's all right.
I like it. Tastes good.
So we're gonna kind of branch out to Springford as a whole here. What was your most memorable moment here at Springford?
Oh, that's a tough one. I'd probably have to say a memory that I always go back to is the first day of broadcasting when I was in my sophomore year. It was I forget why, but the room was closed and Merge took all of us up to the library and we were up on the top deck, and that's kind of when I first sat down with Charlie and Reese and they explained what the class was, and it was kind of exciting to begin that, and just working with Charlie and Reese. They've been alongside me since my sophomore year, so it's been a pleasure working with them.
You guys have made such great stuff throughout those 3 years. What's it like kind of keeping that consistency in who you work with? I feel like that's a very niche and special thing.
I think it was a lot. It's become something I've gotten used to. It's a little bit strange working with other people because I've worked with them for so much time, but I know the ins and outs. I know what they know, what they can do. I know my own capabilities. They've taught me a lot of things. Even before broadcasting, we made our own movie, Rock, Paper, Scissors, Shootout. So we've been friends for quite some time. They've been friends longer, but I met them in around 6th or 7th grade. So, we have that connection that other people don't, and I think that's important.
What's your favorite project that you guys have made together?
Probably Gourmet. It's a film that we're working on right now. It's in the works with editing, but we're done filming, and it was a lot of fun to film.
Well, by the time that you see this, maybe you'll be watching Gourmet Film Fest.
Oh, hopefully. Yeah, no, I think it turned out really, really well.
So, last wing. Spiciest wing, unique question. You ready?
All right.
Go ahead and try that. It's brought out some tears in people.
Really?
What are your thoughts?
I think it's all right. It's not that hot.
So, my question for you, my friend. We all know when it comes to our snack cabinet, you're always going in there.
Of course.
You're infamous for raiding the snack cabinet. If you could create your perfect snack cabinet, what would you put in it?
Oh. I'd probably have to say, first on my list, we got Nerds Gummy Clusters.
A classic, a staple in here. Absolute staple in this class.
You know because you have your own special bin. Oh,
He's kidding.
and then we have Twix.
Okay, I have a sub question for you. I was actually going to ask you this question instead, but I thought the snack cabinet would be better. Is there a difference between a left and a right Twix?
There is.
What is it?
So I believe the left has more caramel in it or cookie. One has more caramel, one has more cookie. I prefer the left one.
Is this true? Can we fact check this? Is this an actual thing?
It is.
Lucy says it's true. Anyone? I just thought it was like a marketing gimmick.
No, I know.
Oh, you're the Twix man.
Of course.
You're the Twix guy.
I mean-
Okay, continue though. It's all candy so far.
So we got Gummy Cluster. We got Twix. Next, I'd probably say Kit Kat. You know, nice to share with the family.
You just get a Kit Kat and share it with your family.
Oh yeah.
Just break it apart individually.
Yeah, the king size. Yeah.
That's so thoughtful. Give me one more thing. We'll call it like a Mount Rushmore.
This is tough. I gotta say peanut M&Ms.
Peanut M&Ms. Okay. Yes, Charlie.
The left and right Twix are marketed as having subtle differences, but they're essentially the same candy.
Look at that, Josh.
Essentially, it says
Look
essentially.
at that.
Hey.
All right. Well, Josh's perfect snack cabinet has no actual nutritious food. It's all just candy.
Of course not.
I wouldn't expect anything less. Josh, you've grown a lot this year. I'm very proud to see how soon you've become. You've grown. I think you're incredibly talented. I'm excited to see where your next steps take you from here. Thank you for no reaction on these wings, by the way, on the sauce.
I'm actually kind of, my mouth is burning a lot.
You're holding it in.
But I'm not a baby.
Well, okay. Well, thanks for taking the time to reflect with me. Yeah. Thank you, Josh.
Thank you.
Joining me now here on Spicy 2's is, if you watch games on Ram Country TV, a voice you're familiar with, Mr. Noah Cook. Noah, you ready?
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good.
You seem a little. Are you scared?
No, I'm not scared.
You are a wing guy.
Yeah.
You're a wing guy. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. So 3 sauces, 3 questions. Let's start with the easiest one right there, right over here.
Right
so
here?
Yep. Go ahead. Take a bite.
Wait, which one is this one?
What is this one? Someone tell me. Original.
Okay.
Something easy. Something light. Give me a flavor breakdown here.
Kind of hit you right away.
So my first question.
It's good though.
As graduation approaches, what is your favorite Major 2 experience?
Being here with all you guys and working and making films, doing everything as a class because we make great stuff. When we work together, it's truly like awesome to see like the products we can create.
So you've done a little bit of everything in terms of the projects. You know, you've acted a lot. You know, you've been main character a lot, but you've also have been behind the scenes a lot. Do you prefer acting, or have you kind of grown to enjoy being behind the scenes more?
You know, they just give me a role and I just work with it. Like anything that they give me, I'm just like I'm ready to give it 100%, no matter what it is.
Okay, so I want you to do an impression for me.
Okay.
Because one of my personal favorites, I don't know if everyone else agrees, is when we did Family Feud, when you were the cowboy.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Can you do the your barber gave me a fresh cut because you got a haircut in the middle of filming? On the spot.
On the spot?
On the
Like,
spot.
same line?
Same line right now.
Okay. I wish I had a cowboy hat, but it was funny because I got a haircut literally like the day before. I didn't think about it. So it's funny that we like improv'd it. But Steve, man, Steve gave me I got a fresh cut back in the
Your barber back there.
man, Steve, my barber, gave me a fresh cut.
There's so many good ones, like when your midterms you guys did I didn't know they put cotton balls in their ears. Like, Reese, why was he always a cowboy? As everything was a cowboy.
He's good at it.
Okay, Noah. So let's move on to this second wing right here.
That one's good. Give it like not spicy at all, but like a 2 on the spicy.
2 on the
Just
spice?
a little bit.
Okay.
Just a little bit.
All right, so let's go ahead and try that one. That's our medium wing.
Ooh.
Little smell test. What do we think?
Definitely like sweet and sour. This one isn't bad.
My question for you here is, what is your most memorable moment here at Springford?
Probably just being able to call the games past 2 years, and that's what people like know me for. And I've been like asked from a lot of people if I'm doing it post Springford, and yeah, I mean I love calling games, doing it.
Which you are at Bloom, right?
I am.
You're going to continue that. I mean, you've definitely, I think everybody has seen it. You've grown as broadcaster in these last 2 years. Just the attention to detail you bring is so professional, and you just brought this sense of consistency and professionalism that I think has really helped our broadcasts just grow and prosper. What was your favorite game to call this year?
I'll go 2. I'll go 1 for football and 1 for basketball. I think the game versus Downtown East. It was a good game. They lost, but Zollers had like a 90-yard run. It was awesome to call.
That was a great call you had right there. That one and Luke Puffco's dunk.
Oh my! I was asked about that one a lot. I don't really know what to say.
What did you say again?
I can't remember, but I said some like so weird. I said it, and as I'm like calling the game, in my head I'm like, why did I just say that? It just like rolled off the tongue. I think I said like "oh mama" or something. I don't know what I said, but it was a good dunk, and I thought I called it pretty well. And then I just added that in there, and now they were playing it the next day, and I was asked about it like a million times. I'm like, why did I say that?
That's the impact you have, though, right? Like, people remember what you say. You ever like get that thought that you just talked about there often, like, why did I say that, or I should have said this?
Right, but I'm glad I say it because everything I say, like, it's got meaning, it's got purpose, and it just added to the dunk, added like the excitement, and added to the game that they won.
That's what we love right there with our RCTV announcers. We love the purpose. So you've kind of been doing it. I'm gonna ask you your question before you try the wing. I'm gonna mix it up a little bit because you've already kind of been doing it, right?
Yeah.
You're famous for your food reviews.
Oh no.
Right here, right now, for all the cameras.
I crushed this one.
Noah's food review, potentially one last time.
This is definitely the last time.
The spiciest wing. You heard it here first. This is the finale of Noah's food review. The spiciest swing on Spicy 2's. Floor is yours.
Like this one?
Yep, right there, right here. As you would. You break down everything. These videos are iconic.
I've been doing them since freshman year, and we just started doing it at lunch, and then I had fun with it. The guy who was doing it with me had a bunch of fun. We posted it, and everyone would always talk about it. And then it got to like my neighborhood, and then they were all asking me, like, all the parents were asking me, like, yo, like, when you do another one? I'm like, it's coming. And then I do one like occasionally, like throughout all high school, but that's what I started with. I kind of grew off it. So I started on camera, and then it kind of helped me being on camera, doing like pre-game stuff with basketball or with football. Everything helps with what I do.
So let's see.
Ooh. This one smells like the hot chip I had a couple years ago.
I don't even want to speak. I just
Is
want
this
to
the
give you
spiciest
the
one?
This is the spiciest one.
It hasn't hit me yet. Oh, now it has.
Yeah.
It's spicy, but I think I can tolerate it. Maybe. Okay, yeah. It's like an 8. It's like an 8 or a 9.
Out of 10? Like on spice or like overall? Like talk to me about the wing itself.
Now
too.
it kind of tastes like the hot chip.
Like, how's the quality of wing?
It's good. They're like little bite-sized ones, but it's not too big. But it's like good, not too big, good meat on it.
Solid. Is this a fitting finale for Noah's food review? Will there ever be more?
It's a great question. I don't even know. Maybe I do it more professionally. Maybe when I go to college, I do something else. Maybe change it up. Maybe not a food review. Maybe like a campus review, or maybe like I don't know. They got restaurants. They got food up there. So who knows? Love to keep everyone on their toes.
I have to wait and see. Well, Noah, I think everyone here knows the bond that you and I have. I'm incredibly proud of you. Everything you've done. from the time I met you when you were
This
super
one
young
is
to
spicy.
now.
This one's easy.
Are you? Can I finish?
Oh,
I'm getting a little sentimental here.
sorry.
I'm just incredibly proud of the person you're becoming, and you're only gonna go up from here, right? This is just step one. Once you get to bloom, you're gonna take off. Can't wait to see what you do. Thanks for absolutely destroying those wings,
Yeah, I crushed it.
and taking some time to reflect on your time here at Springford.
I shake your hand, but I got
How
some
about
sauce in
let's go with that one? Yeah, that's good.
it. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, thank you. Joining me now on Spicy 2's is Cassandra Dryburgh, our film club advisor. Cass, thank you for joining me here.
Yeah.
Ready to have some wings?
Yep.
So we range from mild all the way to hot. So I'm gonna ask you a question for each kind of flavor of sauce. So go ahead and pick up that mild one over
Okay.
there, and then we can get started with our first question.
All right. Do you ask while I eat it? Or
Yeah, yes.
Okay, and then
take
answer
a
after?
take a bite.
Okay.
Take a bite. So my first question, as we kind of let that sauce kick in, is as graduation approaches, what was your favorite experience in Major 2 and why?
I think my favorite experience so far in Major 2 has been probably the 10-day film challenge. I feel like we all really came together for that in a way that just felt very much like we were a team, and it was a really good energy that we had when we were filming that. And it was something that I really appreciated.
What did you think of that sauce right there?
It was pretty good. Not too spicy.
Not too spicy.
Yeah.
But I definitely seeing your guys' 10-day just it warms my heart. Like seeing you guys come together like that, being able to work as a team, and now we will know the result of where we place after that. But I think you guys can do something really special with that project because seeing you all work together was truly just so amazing and special. I think that everyone else around here thinks that you guys did such a good job. I couldn't be more proud of the work you guys put in for that project. So let's go ahead and move on to that middle one right there. That's more medium. You got a nice little mix there. You got two legs and a drum right there. A wing and then two drums. How's that one for you? A little spicier?
It's kind of sweet, actually. There's a little. Oh, there's a spice.
So my next question: what would you say is your most memorable moment here at Springford? So outside of broadcasting stuff, your time here as a whole.
Okay. This is still kind of broadcasting, but I think that some of my most memorable moments here have just been with my friends and with the people that I've met, especially during the extracurriculars that I've done. So film club is a really big one. I've made some awesome friends from that, and I've met people who inspire me to keep working on what I'm doing and have really helped me grow my creativity and confidence. So that has been really important to me, but also other extracurriculars that I've been involved with, like the musical. I do crew for that. I've met some people who are my best friends in the world, and if I never took the opportunity to go and do those things, I would have never met those people. So it's been really important to me how many clubs and extracurriculars that Springford has to offer. I think that that's one of the best things about our school because it's so big. There's really something for everyone, and there's a lot of places where you can really find your people.
Yes, I definitely think that we have so many different umbrellas that people can fall under, and you've done such a great job. You've been so involved with Film Club, kind of, again, talking about broadcasting still.
Yeah.
When you guys were filming any of them, Private Eyes, Fugazi, you would stay here till 7, 8 o'clock at night, right?
Yeah.
What was that like?
Honestly, okay. I loved long shoot days so much. We would do a lot of it on location, and some of my favorite things ever, my favorite experiences in all of high school is I was always the person with the car, so I'd be driving everyone around, and I love it so much. It was some of the best moments of my time in high school was when we're all hanging out during a shoot, when we're going from one place to another, we would stop at Wawa and get food together, or we'd all be sitting in my kitchen eating together, just kind of goofing off. And those are some of my best memories throughout all of high school. I really love the people that I work with. I care about them so much. I feel like we all really bonded, and it's just been a really important experience for me.
It's really great to, again, kind of like we talked about with the 10-day, build that camaraderie, come together as a group. That's awesome. So, spiciest one now.
I'm scared.
And this last question is a little more personal.
Okay.
Okay? So, I'll let you process that spice first before I ask a question. How is it?
It doesn't kick in right away, but I feel it.
So while we're letting it, yep, okay, perfect.
There
My
it
question
is.
for you, what inspired you to make a movie about Bigfoot?
Okay, that movie. Oh my god, it's like in the back of my throat. Okay, I honestly don't remember at all. I really like Bigfoot now, but I didn't know that much about him, like beforehand. Like I didn't know anything about conspiracy theorists, and I did a lot of research for that. So I love Bigfoot now. I have like a ton of Bigfoot stickers, and people keep getting me Bigfoot stuff because they saw the movie and they're like, "Oh, we're gonna get her Bigfoot stuff." Honestly, it just kind of came from I wanted to make a movie about friendship, and I wanted to make a movie about like two people where their friendship was kind of centered around like one activity, and they one person sort of stops like enjoying it. And something that I thought would be easy to do that with is conspiracy theories, because they're a little bit crazy, and I feel like it's kind of a movie about growing up, and I feel like not believing in a conspiracy theory anymore is kind of like in a certain way like losing your sense of imagination. It was supposed to represent that, so that's really what inspired me. And yeah, honestly, I can't remember because this is so spicy.
No, I definitely, watching that film that you made, like you feel the closeness of the friends. You get that sense of growing up,
was the
but
most
kind of
important part.
growing together, which I thought you wrote that in such like a beautiful way. How'd you come up with the language that Bigfoot spoke in there?
Oh, that was just like right from the jump of since I came up with the idea. I never wanted Bigfoot to talk, but I did want him to like speak to them. I just thought it would be funny. Honestly, most of the ideas from the film just sort of came from like I filmed it with my younger brother and my best friend. Like they were the actors, and a lot of it just sort of came from I wanted to watch them be funny together on the screen and be in funny situations, and I think it provided the opportunity for that.
All right, well, that's just, I feel like, the tip of the iceberg for you. I feel like you're just going to keep excelling, especially at such a great school, Temple University.
Temple.
Very happy to have you in the nest, as us alumni call it. Very proud of the student that you've grown into and you became throughout the school year. Definitely going to miss having you around, but thank you for sitting down and talking to me and reflecting.
Thank you.
Joining us now on Spicy 2's is one of our main actors, Mick Haas. Mick, thank you for joining me for this.
Thank you for having me.
What's your opinions on Spicy?
I mean, I like myself some hot Cheetos, but that's about it.
Well, let's see how your taste buds hold up after these. So, this is the mild one. This is the hottest one. Go ahead and get started with that one, and I'll ask you your first question.
Okay.
So, what are our thoughts?
That's not spicy. It's not bad.
He says that now.
Chicken's a little cold, but
Oh, okay. So, as graduation approaches, what was your favorite experience in Major 2 and why?
I think filming I think it was the 10-day, the one where that or Cardi Minaj was pretty fun to film. So yeah, I think those.
So let's talk about your 10-day. Tell me a joke.
Why did the chicken cross the road?
Why?
To get to the other side.
This is why I did the time loop, everyone. Tell me another one.
Why? How many major 2's does it take to fix a light bulb?
How many?
12.
Okay. You were also the main character in Santa Haas.
Yeah.
How was that experience?
I think it was our first one filming outside of school, really. So it was a little tough, but like time-wise. But I think it was a good video. I think it turned out pretty well.
Did you prefer playing the stand-in Santa, or did you prefer playing the 10-day character? Which one was your favorite?
I like playing the 10-day character more. 10-day character was a lot of fun being on the stage, and I thought the crowd we were able to attract was pretty good.
Would you say that you could win a Grammy for it?
Easily. I'm still waiting for that 10-day call back about Best Actor.
All right. So that one, not so bad, right?
Not bad.
Let's go ahead and try that middle one right there. So it's really tiny. It's a small
funny.
wing.
Looks like shrimp.
You say it looks like shrimp? What are your thoughts on the flavor?
The flavor's kind of bad, but
So
it's not that spicy.
let's talk about your time here at Springford as a whole. What would you say is your most memorable memory here?
I think calling the football games this year was my favorite memory. I think me and Noah really killed it out there.
Yeah, you and Noah, I feel like, talking about with Cole too, you and Noah had really good chemistry.
We'll get the Cole. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We'll get there.
Okay. What made it so easy to call games with Noah?
I think honestly, going back to me just knowing him so long, I mean, me and him did baseball together, and then just overall him just being my friend, so it made it easy to call someone, just like watching sports.
And you talk about football. Was there a particular game that you liked calling the most?
And both of the Downingtown games, even though one of them Matt got hurt, but besides that, they were pretty good games.
Yeah, definitely. So let's go ahead. It seems like you're eager to get to that spicy one.
Yeah, I'm ready. I want to see how bad this one is. Everyone's been talking about it.
So go ahead and give that a try. And your question that was specifically tailored to you
Okay.
is about your friend Cole. You said we'll get to him. So what would you do without him? You guys are always together in class, always up to something, attached to the hip. What would you do without Cole?
It's a great question, because frankly, I don't know. I don't know where I would be without Cole, without our trips to Cancun, our late night boat rides. It gets pretty. We really go way back.
Cole, is this true?
Yep. Yeah, you can vouch.
So, okay, let's say,
Steph got some kick.
yeah?
Yeah.
Let's say Cole's not in this class. Who is your Cole?
No one. No replacement.
Wow.
There's always gonna be a Noah. There's always gonna be Hailey, Taylor, and Redacted. But we're all here.
But there's not one Cole.
No, there's only one Cole, and he's irreplaceable.
So, you want to hear something?
Yeah.
He said if you weren't here, he would go right to Noah.
To Noah?
How do you feel about that?
Well, that was gonna be my first guess or first answer, but I switched it last minute because there's only one Noah too. So
It's true.
I had to show love to him.
But it sounds like you two have a lot to talk about.
We'll be talking about
So let's we're gonna wrap this one up, Mick. Incredibly proud of your growth over the year. You're also joining the Temple Nest, becoming a Temple Owl,
Oh, yeah.
which my alma mater. Very excited to see where you go from there, and big things ahead for you. So thanks for taking the
you.
time to
No water, by the
enjoy
way.
the no water, no reaction.
By the way.
Thank you for your time, Mick.
Thank you.
Now joining me on Spicy 2's is Emma Hokanson. Emma, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. So we have a little bit of a range here, starting with a mild, going down to a hot. So I'm going to ask you 3 questions, 1 question for each flavor.
Yeah.
So go ahead and get started with that mild one right there, and kind of take it all in. Tell me how is it?
It's not bad.
Just mild.
Yeah.
So my first question for you is, as graduation approaches, what was your favorite memory in Major 2 and why?
I don't know. We had a lot of good times this year. I'd probably have to say like some of our projects we did outside of school, like Santa Haas was really fun to make, and yeah, some of my personal projects I like doing too. I like doing a lot of sports things.
So you actually helped me a lot, especially when I first started in the fall. Did a lot of live events with me. You have any? Give us a story from a live event.
You let me direct one time.
I did.
That was really fun, I will say. Probably, yeah, just all the times in the trailer, whether I was doing graphics or the one time I directed. It was just fun to do all the different things, and we had a lot of laughs.
A lot of laughs, a lot of fun memories were made in that trailer over the fall. Okay, so go ahead and give us that medium right there. Kind of break it down for us. What do we think?
That's not bad.
We're off to a pretty good start so
Yeah.
far. So, what would you say then is your most memorable moment here at Springford? So, branching off Major 2, going to your time as a Ram as a whole, you were very involved
Yes.
throughout your school years. What was your most memorable moment?
In all of Springford, I'm gonna go way back, like elementary school, when we had like carnivals and like field days. Like you don't do as much of that when you get older, but I feel like that was always really fun. And then like as I got older, just meeting new people, the memories I've made with those people.
Well, do you have any specific memories? I know I'm putting you on the spot here.
You are. I don't. Maybe
Freshman year, like after this, well, actually, every summer through high school, the last day of school, my friends get together and we do like a bonfire and we like burn all our papers.
One last one.
Yeah.
How's that
I
gonna
know.
be? That last bonfire before you go to college?
Probably gonna be sad. Yeah.
Well,
Emotional.
Well, good thing this next question I have for you is a little bit more fun, but it's with our spiciest wing. So go ahead and try that. How is it?
Spicy.
No reaction. So, my question for you. So we asked, like, everyone gets the same 2 questions. Here's your fun question. So, you were kind of the crumble cookie supplier in Major 2.
Yeah.
Always bringing in crumble for your classmates.
Yeah.
If you had to make an estimate of how many crumble cookies you brought in, how many do you think you brought in?
That's hard. A lot. Because there were sometimes where I literally would bring in like 24 at once.
So one of my favorite memories of Emma, whenever she'd bring in these crumble cookies, it would be second period, always come storming in, couple minutes late, with a nice like grocery bag, just plops it right down on my desk. They were heavy boxes, just full of crumble.
Yeah.
Like, how many do you actually think you? So from when you probably started bringing them in like September,
Yeah.
September all the way to like 10-day.
At least like 400 maybe.
I would say like 400, 500.
Because sometimes I brought the minis, and when I brought those, there were more of those. But even the big ones, like,
What is your favorite crumble cookie?
there's a lot of good ones. I like any of the ones that are like cookies and cream. They're good. You know. Yeah.
Is that another core memory for you? Your time at Crumble?
Oh yes, always.
Well, I'm definitely gonna miss you bringing Crumble, but you gave me a lot of memorable moments in my first year as a teacher. So I'm gonna miss you. You're gonna be doing great things down there at South Carolina,
Oh yes.
and thank you for stepping outside your comfort zone with these wings. You did a pretty good job with them.
I did.
All right, thank you, Emma.
Of course.
Here now with Jaron Johnson, member of our Major 2 class. Jaron, you ready to get this thing going?
I guess so.
How do you feel about spice?
I've been able to handle it, but not the biggest fan.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. All right, so go ahead and start with your mildest one over there.
Alrighty.
And my first question for you as you eat that wing is, as graduation approaches, what was your favorite experience in Major 2 and why? First of all, how is it? What's the flavor like?
It's very like citrusy.
Okay.
I like it a lot, but very tingly on the tongue. I
All
like
right.
it, though.
So now, favorite Major 2 experience. What was it?
Ooh. Probably Santa Haas, probably. It was a lot of fun filming that. Just everybody coming together to do every which thing. And it's like, you do this, you do this. It was great of an experience to come together with everyone to just make a project that we all were very proud of in the end, in the first place.
Yeah, I definitely, that was the first time I really saw, like, your guys' potential as a class, seeing you all come together. It's also pretty cool to play Santa Claus, a little spoiler if you're about to watch this in the film festival. But no, that's a great memory. That's like, when we talk about the core of the core, Santa Haas starts it off.
Right.
So go ahead and get started with that medium kind of sauce right there.
All right.
So I noticed got all drums there. Drum over flat guy.
I don't mind either one, but both are really good.
What's that one like? Break it down for me.
This one doesn't really taste like much, but I think the spice is going to make up for it, but it hasn't hit yet.
So while you're kind of taking that in, what would you say is your most memorable moment here at Springford? Just overall, your time as a Springford Ram, what was your most memorable moment?
Ooh.
Got a lot of years to work with.
Yeah, that's a really good question. Man, I think just Springford giving me the opportunity in a bunch of different classes to branch out and discover the passions that I like. With a bunch of the classes they offer, like a bunch of the history courses, what helped like nurture my love of history, and having specific teachers made me decide on the path I want to take to go become a teacher and come back to Springford. And what I love here so much, to come back to that after college would be really great. Yeah, just the stuff that they offer here is just great in the first place to help people discover what they want to do in their future. That helped me a lot, at least.
So I know you want to be a teacher, a history teacher, so you obviously, like, you would want to come back here
Oh, yeah.
and be a teacher. Hey, I mean, if I could do it, I think you can do it.
Yeah, I agree.
So now we have our spiciest one.
All right.
Okay. And for this last question, I'm going to ask you something a little more niche, a little more that's personal to you. Okay. So the first two questions, everyone gets this question specifically tailored for you.
Okay.
So my question for you: what was your favorite acting role this year, and why? You did a lot of acting for us in our projects. What was your favorite role? How's the wing?
Oh, jeez. Oh, I hit all of a sudden in the back of my throat. Oh, Lord. Favorite acting role? I really like narrating. Narrating was a lot of fun because something that I like to do in my spare time. Oh, jeez. Oh, my gosh. But yeah, oh, God, I'm gonna cough. Yeah, because something I do in my spare time is I voice act as a hobby. So being able to actually put that into work and broadcasting has been a lot of fun. I really, really like doing that. But yeah, I'd say my narrating roles like Santa Haas or doing Spinny P was also a lot of fun. That was outside my comfort zone, but something that I liked a lot. But yeah, oh geez.
Can you
My
give
eyes are
us?
watering. Hold
Can you
up,
give
hold
us
up.
the
That was a bad idea.
Santa Haas narration voice to kind of close this out here?
Thank you so much.
After you take a sip of water, of course. Because I do love that narration voice. I love how you change
using
that.
like the
Give us a little something.
like 'twas the night before Christmas when all through the house. Like I'd put on like a fake British accent, but something like that. Yeah.
No, but definitely agree. Loved your narration. Spinny P was awesome.
Yeah.
Will forever be immortalized on the Major 2 Wall of Fame.
I hope so.
Blake, bringing back Blake Kendrick. You did a lot of great things.
Oh, yeah.
We had a great year. I'm very excited to see what comes next for you, Jaron.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. All right, joining me now here on Spicy 2's is my star point guard, Cole McCreary. Cole, thank you for taking some time
Thank you
to
for having me.
talk about your time here at Springford. So, 3 levels of spice. This is the easiest. This is the spiciest. I'm going to ask you a question as you eat each wing, all right?
All right.
So go ahead and get started with that first one. I know you've been waiting a little while here.
Yeah, I have.
So what are your thoughts on that spice?
Not too bad. Kind of bland, honestly. I think I might need to go up a level.
You might need to do what Charlie did. You might need to just take one of these and put it on. So my question, as graduation approaches, what was your favorite experience in Major 2 and why?
My favorite experience in Major 2 was probably getting together with the whole class and doing like the Christmas show that we did and just being able to, eat around friends, just joke around and have a good time.
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely been a common occurrence. Everyone's been saying, talking about Santa Haas, talking about the 10-day, just the bond that you guys developed over the course of the year is something just truly amazing. You also called a lot of games for us this year, which I thought you did a great job. Like, think about your first game that you called a soccer game with someone you didn't really know, and then exclusively you and Noah were the ones calling basketball. Like that, talk about like your growth kind of right there.
Well, as a kid, I always liked watching the Phillies, the Eagles, the Sixers, so I was always around that. My parents always liked watching John Kruk and Tom McCarthy a lot, so I just always thought that'd be kind of cool to do. And obviously Noah is really good at it, and he just helped me kind of ease into it and just be myself, so it was really fun to do.
Yeah, and again, you grew a lot. Like, you turned into a very good color commentator by the end of the year here. So I'm very proud of your growth from there. Go ahead and get into that medium wing right there. This one's had kind of mixed reviews. Some people say it's spicy, some say it's like nothing. What are your thoughts on it?
It's a little sweet, nothing too crazy at first. Just a bit of like sweet and sour almost.
Okay. So we're going to get kind of talking about your most memorable moment here at Springford as a whole. Like, it can be with broadcasting, be outside of broadcasting. Your time here at Springford, what was your most memorable moment?
My most memorable moment was probably coming back after injuries my sophomore and junior year on baseball, and then making the varsity team this year. I had a hard time mentally and physically coming back from those injuries, but being able to make the team this year and get a good amount of playing time has helped me through.
Yeah, I mean, overcoming something like that, overcoming obstacles is, something that helps define who you are, and being able to do, like you said, come back from a really hard point in your life, making the varsity team, making an impact is a great thing. Now, let's talk about our rec basketball team. For those of you that don't know, I coached both Cole and Noah in rec basketball this year. Rec basketball at Springford, kind of big deal.
Pretty big deal.
Talk to me about that experience.
Yeah, so you had a great draft. I remember getting the text. I was at a Sixers game, and I don't know if you remember, but I sent a picture.
Oh, I remember.
Yeah.
I remember.
Draft day picture, happy to be part of the squad. But rough start to the season. We had like 0-4, I think, and then we started to pick it back up, and then wheels fell off from there. Kids stopped showing up, and it just kind of spin wheel all into the end of the season. So
It was tough, but kind of like what we had in here, we had a great bond. I thought that could get us so far, but, move on to the next season.
yeah, sometimes skill has a big impact, but energy and emotion isn't everything.
Which we had.
We did have a lot of energy.
Lake Show forever.
Yep.
Last wing. Spiciest wing. Go ahead and dig into that one right there. Now we have a unique question. Okay? Everyone knows, in this class, you and Mick are joined at the hip.
Yep. Yes, we are.
So my question for you is,
It's hot.
what would you do without Mick? How's the wing, before we talk about...
Very hot. My lips are a little burnt. Tongue's getting a little red. But yeah, me and Mick, we're boys. Been boys. Known him since probably like 7th grade. We click well together, but if I didn't have him in this class, I'd probably still be doing the same thing, just with Noah. I don't know, we do a lot of shenanigans, but it's fun. I love being with Mick, so.
That was so heartfelt. So you're going to Delaware, right? Doing physical therapy.
Sir.
Going to make an impact forever, which is great. You're tearing up a little bit.
Yeah.
But I can't speak enough being able to be your teacher, be your coach, see just how you kind of put yourself out there. You act as a leader in many different ways. It's been really great to see. Very proud of you. You're full on crying right now.
Tearing up, very emotional.
Just proud of your growth. I'm excited to see your where you go from here.
Thank you.
Yeah. So thanks for spending some time and reflecting with me.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. Joining me now on Spicy 2's, you may know him. You've heard him around the school. It's Charlie McGinty from RCTV. Charlie, thank you for joining me.
Thank you for having me. I'm very excited to eat wings and answer questions.
What is your, you like spice? Oh, this is going to be a good one. This is going to be a good one. I know it. So this is the easiest one.
All right.
Go ahead and chow down on that. Get your thoughts. As you are processing the spice, what is your favorite experience here in Major 2?
I got a good one.
Let's hear it.
I got a good one for you.
Oh.
Do you want to close your eyes?
Do I want to close my eyes?
Well, can you close your eyes?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Close your eyes.
Are we visualizing it?
Yeah, we're gonna visualize it together.
Okay.
I want you to imagine.
Do you have something?
No.
I'm like scared.
Don't be scared.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. I want you to open up your eyes.
No.
He's here.
No.
He's here with us.
No. Get this thing away from me.
And he's gonna do his dance. If he wasn't tangled up.
Oh, it's perfect. Let's just. No.
Well, I really liked harassing you with Mr. Peepee, the puppet.
It was like every day for like a week. Every day for like a week, he would just come up to my desk with that puppet. And he wouldn't even speak to me. He would just make a dance. Just every day. Every day. What else? Anything else?
I think certainly, it's been said many times that Santa Haas was an amazing experience. It was our first real group project, and we got a lot of stuff done, and we all honed in on our abilities, and it was we made a really good product. I'm really happy with it.
So I didn't get to bring this up with Hailey because I'm just thinking about it now, but your midterm was awesome. What was it like creating that?
Well, it's really hard to make a mockumentary and have it be like convincing. And especially having to make it a music documentary because the prop was musical instrument. It was rough, but we sat and we brainstormed. We're like, okay, we got to do something. And that's what we all collaboratively came up with was Cardi Minaj and her rise to fame and the marriage scandal. And
Hailey, come here real quick. Come here. Come in the frame real quick. Because now I need to bring this up since you're still here.
Where am I going?
Just right there. Just right there. Like, your time is Cardi Minaj.
Yeah, she's an
Iconic.
icon. She is an icon.
How was that?
It was awesome. I played that role amazing, by the way, if I say
Charlie?
so myself.
How would you rate
Charlie
her
agrees.
performance?
I'd have to agree. 10 out of 10. 11 out of 10 even. Oscar worthy.
It was
really good.
hilarious.
Or as Mick would say, Grammy worthy.
Grammy worthy.
Yes,
Yes,
he doesn't know
Grammy
the
worthy.
difference.
Grammy worthy. All
does
right.
not know the difference.
That's all. Thank you.
Continue your
Yeah, no, I love that project, and you as a leader throughout everything with Reese, Santa Haas, 10-day, like everything that you have like been a part of has been absolutely awesome.
Thank you.
Second wing,
All right.
medium spice. You and Noah are like the only ones who've like fully like eaten the wings.
Well, how do you not? They're wings.
I know. So go ahead and try that one, and we're gonna get a little more broad here. What would you say is your most memorable moment here at Springford?
Well, there's two. Is it all right if I talk?
Yes, absolutely. Go ahead. How's it?
We're good.
Yeah.
Yep. First one was definitely across my whole high school, my time here at Springford, was the German exchange. Mm-hmm. I went with Reese and my friend Spencer, and traveling to.
Lucy was there too, right?
Yeah, Lucy was there. But I was about to say going to the. I didn't know Lucy yet, but going to a foreign country with two of my best friends was an amazing experience. And then getting to get to know Lucy better was very good.
Sorry.
Oh, you're good.
Sorry. No, I'm sorry you had to do that. Get to know her better.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, how's it feel?
You're not funny. No one's laughing.
I laughed. Sorry, Charlie.
You're good. But my second one was closing night for the musical. Because for context, I joined the theater program really late. I did the play my senior year, and only the musical my senior year. And I regret it every single day. And it was the closing night.
You regretted joining the musical or joining late?
Joining late.
Okay.
And Mr. Cifelli, the director, and Mr. Perry, they gave these speeches, and I was just bawling my eyes out. And it was like, I didn't even know these people a month ago, but I made so many friends and built so many like strong connections, and it just all came to an end. And of course, I'm still in touch with the people, but I was bawling my eyes out at these speeches.
Was it just like a pump-up speech or like?
No, he talked about how we were all on a highway, and the seniors were getting off at their exit, and he made it really sad and depressing. And I'm on the first scene. I'm one of the first like 10 lines in the whole show. I had to go out with tears down my face and makeup running all down my face. It was,
That's good though. That's like good inspiration.
I'll never forget it.
You played some pretty iconic roles in there too. Like, what was your favorite role that you played in a theater production?
Definitely Captain Hook.
Captain Hook was great.
They gave me a lot of creative freedom to improv lines, and it was just very cartoonish. It was very fun to act out, vaudevillian.
You did a great job with that one. I saw both the musical and the play. I loved you. Like, you did a great job in both of them. Captain Hook was just outstanding.
Thank you.
Okay, are you ready to move on to our spiciest wing? Sorry, I was losing my train of thought there. Ready to move on to our spiciest one?
I think so. That one.
Okay.
That one was kind of rough.
Yeah, how would you rate that one?
On the spice meter, maybe like a 7.
7? All right, well, let's see how this one goes. And here comes the unique question. Okay. Ready? So I'm going to let you take a bite first. All right? Process that spice. So here's my question. Are you ready? You remember when you signed up for the musical knowing... Are you putting more spice on it? What are you doing?
I'm putting more spice on it.
Is it not that spicy?
It's that spicy.
So you're putting more on?
Yeah.
Okay.
I gotta get this good for the viewers.
Okay. So, this is insane. This is insane behavior. You signed up for the musical knowing that, in your words, I have it written down here, you claim you are not able to sing.
Facts.
Sing us a song right now. Right here, right now, sing us a song.
Okay.
Quick snippet. Doesn't have to be a full-on song. You're the one who chose to put that on there.
Yeah.
So let's sing us a song.
If you want to sing along,
You want me to sing along?
I think you'll know it.
Okay, let's hear it.
It's called Happy Birthday.
Oh, okay. Okay. Can we? Oh, yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Are you ready? Let's sing it. Damn!
Yeah, you chose to do that. You chose this. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear
Major
Two. Happy birthday to you. Or was it?
That was something, Charlie. Truly something.
Yeah.
I still can't believe you did that. Well, you've definitely made an impact here. Your time in the program definitely will not be forgotten. I'm excited to see what you're going to do up there in Happy Valley at Penn State. I think you're going to do some big things. Very proud of you, and I'm excited for your next chapter.
Thank you.
I can't get over the fact that you just said that. Thank you for taking time and reflecting with me, Charlie.
Thank you for having me.
Joining me now on Spicy 2's, the legend herself, Hailey Mozi.
Bro,
Hailey
thank you for taking
Hailey
me out.
Mozi, everybody, joining us. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Fantastic. You ready to get in these wings here?
I've personally never been more ready.
Okay. All right. So thank you, Mr. B. 3 levels of spice, easiest to the hottest. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right. So go ahead and grab that one for me. We'll get started with your first question. A little bite. Not like Noah, who just I thought he was about to eat the bone.
That's not bad.
How's the spice?
Pretty mid. Not bad, not bad.
So, my first question for you. As graduation approaches, what was your favorite memory in Major 2? You're kind of an icon in here this year.
Yes. Probably when we did the Christmas video. Hold on. Need my hand shaking. Yeah, probably the Christmas video. I thought we all came together and made something really good. There was a lot of one-liners that were made and a lot of memories that we still talk about today.
Oh,
so.
what's yours? Full volume, it's okay.
Wait, what even was it? Oh, yeah, it was, calm down! Still to this day, we say it.
We do. We got a lot of quotes in here, that's for sure. All right, so what would you rate that, like, spice level?
4, maybe? That wasn't that bad.
All right, well, let's get into that medium level wing.
Oh, my nails.
That one, the sauce just like flew at me. You see that right there? Right there, it just launched
Hey,
at me.
I don't control the sauce.
How is it?
It's there. It's definitely there.
Okay, so let's talk about your most memorable moment at Springford as a whole. What would you say that would be? You've had a lot of this is a big year for you.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of big milestones on lacrosse, which congratulations by the way
Thanks,
on that.
bro. Thank you.
What was your most memorable moment here at Springford?
Probably just all the stuff with lacrosse. I know it's not like my entire life because I still have school and friends and everything, but that definitely played a big part in getting me through all 4 years, and the people that came with it really helped.
Which has led you to where you're going next?
I'm going to Drexel to play lacrosse too.
So your milestones this year, 100 goals,
Mm-hmm.
right? 200 draw
controls.
There we go, got that. What is that like feeling like doing something so monumental?
It's just good, not just for me personally. It's a great personal accomplishment, but overall it puts a great label for the team and our organization overall, knowing that we can have those accomplishments as individuals here. So I think it just going beyond me, it helps the team in general too.
And then in terms of what you're going to be doing at Drexel, playing lacrosse, you're right?
Yep.
What are you most looking forward to about going to that next level of competition?
Just being able to be part of a team that is pretty good and they can actually win championships and all that. So I'm excited to be there and be part of a team, let alone another family, because they're all really close too.
Are they nationally ranked or?
Yeah, I think they're like 23 right now. Yeah.
So little national championship prospects over there.
Heck yeah.
So, the hottest wing comes with our most unique question. Are you ready?
Yeah, sure.
Wing first.
Okay. Question's making me nervous.
Nuts. Nothing you're not used to.
No.
Spicy?
Mm-hmm.
So here's my question.
Okay.
We kind of already talked about it. You brought it up. it goes without saying that we have a lot of quotes in here.
Uh-huh.
Things that we still say to this day, like you said.
Yeah.
So you already said one. What do you think is the most iconic Major 2 quote from this past year? You can give more than just one because there is a lot.
It's hot in here. Oh my god. Josh's silence line from the Christmas movie was good. I can't reenact it because only he can do that. Cole in our Halloween video when he said "over yonder."
Can you do exactly what he did?
Oh yeah, we were talking about a barn that was in the distance, and he goes, "That white one over yonder."
And you guys all
and we all followed
in sync like that.
Yeah, and we all did it. Mick has a lot too. Oh, Mick has one from our 10-day challenge. It was like, no one understands comedy in this modern day and age.
The way that is framed, the way that Charlie and Reese framed it, where it's like just looking up at him like this, it's just
it's a straight shot down.
Straight shot down. So
yeah,
funny.
That's the best one.
Anything else?
No.
We said a lot too that just isn't like project related. I mean,
I don't remember. I can't remember any on the spot. What are yours? I don't know.
I mean, there's just so many. Like one we say all the time still is "I'm sorry, boy." Like that's a good one.
Oh, yeah, that is a good one. Or the one where it's like, "I'm so ugly."
Oh, yeah. There's just a lot of good
my
ones.
God.
We made a lot of good memories. We've definitely grown very close.
Yep.
I would say over the course of the year. Are you the leader in pictures on the board?
I think me and Noah might be tied.
Tied with like 7.
Yeah.
So shows just kind of the bond that we've grown over the past year. I'm very proud of you.
Thank you.
The student you are, the person you are. You're gonna do big things at Drexel, and
Thank you.
I'm excited for your next chapter, and I know you are too.
Yeah,
so,
very excited.
are you all right with the?
My face is getting flush.
All right, let's get her out of here so she can get the spice away from her. Thanks for taking some time to reflect with me.
Yes, thank you.
Joining me now on Spicy 2's is Reese Weingarten. Reese, the man behind the camera shows his face. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm excited for these wings. I told them to amp up the heat, so.
Okay, well, I'm excited to see this. We've had some good reactions. If we're amping up the heat, I'm ready to see these. So I'm guessing still in the same order. Go ahead and get started with that one right there. We'll get started with your first question. You are ready. Mm-hmm. Reese has been behind the camera for every single one, so he's been waiting for this all day. My first, how's the heat on there?
It's decent. Not bad.
So, what was your favorite experience in Major 2 and why?
Definitely coming together on Santa Haas in the 10-day, and they amped up the heat. Coming together in Santa Haas the 10-day, and Major 2 giving me the opportunities to work on my own projects and like giving me the ability to grow and explore my role as a filmmaker.
Do you need some water?
A little bit.
You wrote both of those big projects that everyone's been talking about, Santa Haas and Joking Overtime. Which one did you like writing more?
I think Santa Haas, because we weren't like inhibited by that time crunch of 10-day. I think they both turned out great, but I had a lot more fun writing something that's about a comedian, so it's inherently about humor. But I really enjoyed the just subtle humor through Mick's acting and the subtle jabs throughout the movie.
What was it like writing like a Christmas movie? I'm sure that's a lot more different than anything you've ever written before. So what was that like?
Well, taking into account like the time we shot it, which was around Christmas, so taking into account like people's decorations and the characters and how they're going to be dressed. Like you were dressed up in that probably very hot Santa costume.
It was not fun to wear.
Just taking into account certain details about I'm still feeling it. About the setting, and some of the jokes were themed. Like we had one of the elves holding a candy cane instead of a crowbar when he was poking him in the bathtub. But yeah.
All right. Well, if that was spicy, I can't wait to see what these next two are like. So go ahead and get into that second one there.
A little sweet. Oh, good.
So, what would you say then? Let's get outside of broadcasting, or you can keep it in broadcasting. What is your most memorable moment here at Springford throughout this entire journey you've been on?
Well,
along with Charlie, I also was on the German exchange, and I got to meet my German brother, Moritz, if you're seeing this, hello. That was really fun. I learned a lot about other cultures and myself and what I enjoy while traveling. And definitely easing into the broadcasting program. Like you, Merge, Roth, Mr. B, Miss Crew, everyone sort of really helped me along the way. Oh, I'm feeling this one.
I can tell you're like shaking.
I'm not excited for the next one. Yeah, definitely the broadcasting program has been my favorite part, and learning about what I like to do and what I want to do in life, which is make movies, tell stories through my art. So, yeah.
And I would say you definitely have, even this year alone, like the 1 year I've gotten to work with you, you've shown a lot of growth from the time we came in August to now. Everything you've done has been great, and I can't wait to see what you do next. But before we talk about that, spiciest wing. And my question requires you to think a little bit, so you may have to marinate with that spice. So
I can tell this one's gonna be a little bad.
Yeah? So my question is not broadcasting related. It's not school related.
Yeah.
We all know how much you love Pokemon, right?
Yeah.
So, can you give us, off the top of your head, with this spice just flowing through you, give us the evolutions of Charmander, Bulbasaur, and Squirtle, off the top of your head, with the spice kicking in.
Okay. Bulbasaur, Ivysaur, Venusaur, Squirtle, Wartortle, Blastoise, Charmander, Charmeleon, Charizard.
Okay. And your favorite Pokemon is Shuckle.
Shuckle.
Why?
He's goofy and I love him.
Does he have an evolution?
He doesn't, but he needs love, so I'm here to love him.
I'm trying to think of anything off the top of my head. If you can only, you're on a deserted island, and to help you get out of the deserted island, you have 4 Pokemon. Who would you bring?
Shuckle, because he's my favorite. Ooh, that's a hard question. Oh my god.
I just really wanted the spice to marinate, if I'm being honest, so that's why I keep asking questions.
Honestly, only Shuckle. I love him.
Just Shuckle?
I don't need anyone else.
Look
We'll
at that.
survive the island together.
The bond between Reese and Shuckle is truly amazing. Speaking of amazing, you're going to do amazing things
I'm crying
at your
right
next
now.
level at Drexel. You're incredibly talented, both with writing, filming, whatever. Like you were responsible for the production value of this. I'm incredibly proud of the person you are, and I can't wait to see how you.
I'm shedding tears of joy right now.
What you do at your next level. So thank you for taking some time and reflecting with me.
Oh my gosh. Thank you. Oh my god.
All right, joining me now in our staff interviews on Spicy 2's is the production man himself, Mr. B. Mr. B.
I'm the guy.
I'm only calling him Mr. B because I still can't pronounce his last name.
Bartolotta. There you go.
There we go. Brandon
Mr. B is-
Bartolotta. There we
Mr.
go.
B's fine.
So, I know you're a Spice man.
Yes.
So
this
you've
should be-
been handing them out. I don't even have to explain them.
Yeah, I know how this works. It's
So
fine.
let's go ahead and get started with that least spicy wing.
Oh wow, these really got cold.
So, you have been around this class a lot.
Mm-hmm.
What would you say your favorite memory of this Major 2 class is?
Ooh. I did enjoy watching all of the 10 days. Like every single one was amazing, especially the Major 2s. And from when they got their topic assigned, choking on spit.
It's kicking in a little bit.
It's not the spice, it's me. From the time they got their topic, and then I was setting up in the studio, making sure everything was ready, and I was listening to them get their ideas together, and I was kind of skeptical about what they were talking about. Hopeful, but I wasn't too thrilled with the direction they were taking it. And then just seeing the product that they churned out in that 10 days just blew me away.
It was remarkable.
Blew me away.
I mean, I know we kind of did talk about it. We're like, we don't know about the idea, but just seeing them come together and make just such an awesome film was really one of the highlights of the year, for sure.
Exactly.
All right. How was the spice on that?
Not at all.
Okay. All righty. Let's move on to this one.
All right.
So that's been like the mid one. People have been, not so spicy.
It's very sweet.
So as they're moving on to this next part of their lives, what advice would you give this group?
Keep your heads up. Just keep doing what you're doing. They're churning out amazing work, and like you said in some of the other interviews, it's only up from here. Like, stay humble though. Don't rush into college thinking you know everything. That's how you kind of put yourself in a hole, and it's really difficult to get out of that hole. But just learn to learn, and once you get there, nothing can stop you.
Yeah, I think they're going to bring such a unique skill set into where they're going, but like it transforms when you get
Right.
to college.
And that's just not them, that's also thanks to us, the
Yes.
program, the way we're helping them. They have their set path, and it's up to them where they want to go on that path.
And with this group, they have such a good head on their shoulders. They're so talented in so many ways, both in the field, in the studio, wherever it may be, that I have no doubt they're going to do amazing things. So,
Without a doubt.
how was the spice on that one?
It was mostly sweet honey than anything.
Do you want to do it, Charlie?
I think I might.
So this one, as you've seen, this is a personal, unique question. And I think this is one of my favorite questions that I prepared. So go ahead and get into that, and then I'm going to ask you the question. So we all know how much you love trains, right? And on every train, there's a crew, right? So I want you to build your own train crew using our Major 2 students.
Okay. That's a tough one. Because with every crew, we got an engineer, conductor, and then front end, rear end brakeman, and if we're talking passenger train, a couple other conductors, or in the tourist railroad industry, we call them car hosts. So as far as engineer and conductor is concerned, yeah, I know, my lips are burning. The conductor's in charge of the whole train. He tells the engineer what to do, tells the car host what to do. And it's tough. For me, it's between Reese, Charlie, Cass. It's a tight group. If I were to assign one of those three in particular, the conductor role, I think it would be Reese. And just given this project, he's been spearheading this and a bunch of the other projects throughout the year. He's definitely our conductor.
Fitting. Very fitting.
Very fitting.
Very fitting.
Shout out. And it's such a hard question.
It's tough because there's not a lot of them, and there's so many roles to fit, and
Right.
they could all fit them perfectly.
Right, exactly. Maybe Charlie as our engineer.
I mean, they go hand in hand with one another. So
Exactly.
I mean,
you can't have one without the other. And then maybe Cass or Lucy, maybe Emily as our conductor or car hosts. So front end, rear end brakeman, I think to round it off, Mick and Cole. They can be separated, as we learned, but they still work together and meet that common goal of stopping the train. In the end of in the early days of railroading, that's what the brakemen did. They got up on top of the cars and started turning the handbrakes and kind of met in the middle.
and putting them two together on that, I'm sure will either go really well or very poorly. So your crew would be Reese, Charlie, Cass, Lucy, Emma, Mick, and Cole.
Exactly. I mean, it's a difficult choice.
And then the others are just
Filling in wherever
Filling
they
in.
need to. I mean, like you said, we could substitute any one of them for any of the other positions.
awesome. Well, I don't know if I would ever get on that train, but now we know. If you ever were wondering who would in Major 2 could help with the train, now you know. Brandon, thank you for everything you've helped me with this year, my first year.
Not a problem.
Definitely would not have had the success without you. And like we've been saying, only up from here. So I'm excited. Joining me now on Spicy 2's, we're all done with the students. Now we're getting into our RCTV staff, and joining me first is Miss Erin Crew. Thank you for coming down from the district office to enjoy not some hot wings, but some hot tater tots.
Hot tot.
So I don't know how much you can go ahead and get started with the mild one. I don't know how much you've interacted with Charlie and Reese a lot. I think you've had some experiences with the rest of the class. Do you have a favorite memory of this group of Major 2s in particular?
I feel like this group, from what I've seen, and I get to do sort of like the periphery and see them from the outside, has maybe a more unique bond than I've seen in the last 10 years. And I'm guessing that's because of you being here.
Oh, thanks.
Or because they're just a great group of kids.
It's more on them. It's more on them.
But like their bond feels different from an outside. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to talk about, I guess, me coming in, I really value stuff like that. I value coming together. Like I've been saying with them and, getting our next Major 2 class ready, like we're a family. Like we're so tightly knit.
Yep.
It's the longest class of the
You
day.
can feel
so,
it. You can feel the difference.
Good. That's I'm glad like some
I don't feel the flavor from that tot though.
Well, let's get into this next one.
This next one,
Yes.
Ms. Rivera gave me this sauce today, and I'm pretty pleased.
Is it like a barbecue sauce?
It's a Korean barbecue sauce. It wasn't the sauce I had requested, but I'm really happy that she gave it to me.
Let's see.
Oh,
So,
good.
we're gonna what us adults are gonna do is we're gonna give them some advice as they move on to the next chapter of their lives. So if you can pass on a piece of advice to our graduating seniors, what would you give them?
Oh, geez. There's like so much that you can tell kids. I think the go-to all the time is it gets better. No matter what somebody's going through, if it's a hard time, it's always going to get better. But I think for the graduating seniors, there's a lot of pressure to like know what is going to come next for them. And just because they have something planned for September, that might not be the way it goes. October might be entirely different. So don't put too much pressure on what they have planned if it doesn't go how they think it's going to.
Yeah, I feel like, some kids, not saying, my kids are like this, but I feel like a lot of them are so, I have to do this, and this, and this as soon as I step on a college campus or whatever they have to do.
Or they have to commit to a college campus and stay there.
Exactly.
They don't have to stay. You can go somewhere else.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I feel like just having that in perspective, taking things day by day is so crucial, especially for, kids today.
Yep.
All right.
Third
Spiciest one. This is our unique
I
question.
don't know what level this one is. Is it?
It might be I think it's the one that is the most spicy.
Okay.
So, your unique question is you were there for the weekly takeovers with Charlie and Reese. Did you have a favorite one?
I did, and I don't remember which one it is. But I remember telling Roth it was my favorite. They did something funny, but they're so good at being unintentionally funny. They both have really good natural comedic timing, and it might have been when they were rowing on stage talking about.
They did that?
They did.
They did that, really?
They did. when they were doing a promo for the spring musical, I think that's what it was.
So you want to talk about, like you say, our class has such a tight bond. Like those two, I mean, what can you say about just those two?
The bar was set really high last year with Maddie and Michaela. They were the first ones to do our weekly update takeovers, and I didn't know that we would meet their level. And Charlie and Reese really did a good job of just naturally coming in. I give them a script sometimes 5 minutes before they go live. And they're just great. They usually do one take and they're good. So I've been enjoying them. Next year we'll have a whole new batch and hopefully a good group to select from.
There's definitely next year's group is good, but in terms of this year, those two were exceptional.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for.
I feel like I didn't do it right because
was it spicy at all?
I mean, there's some flavor lingering.
Do you like spice?
I do.
That's probably why.
I had the COVID, the original, and I still don't have normal taste or smell.
Okay,
from
well,
4 years ago.
do you think you would be able to respond to that?
I'll try that.
Can you bring tater tot, Emma, please? Try that. Go a little off script.
Did you eat the rest of them?
Okay, well
Are
then
we out of tots?
we'll just do this. How about this? We'll just do this. A little.
There's no more toss.
You can dip your finger in it. That might be a lot, but
Okay. I'll have my tissue ready. Here we go.
this is the spiciest of the spicy that we've had today.
And what is that? It's the Murder
Hornet Black Label.
It's a hard word to say.
Let's see if we can get a reaction to close this out. Nothing?
I got nothing.
Wow. Well, if you can take anything away from this, is that Aaron Crew doesn't has unlimited spice tolerance.
The original
Well,
COVID killed my flavor.
Thank you for being able to reflect on this
Thank
amazing
you.
group of
This
kids.
was great. Good tots today, too.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, joining me now on Spicy 2's is my partner in crime, Mr. Andrew Rothermel.
Hello.
Hey, buddy. How are you?
Good to be here.
I know you love spice.
I do.
So did we amp up his heat? Did we do it to him what we did to Reese?
We did.
Great.
Oh.
And then just put that back.
All right, ready?
Yeah.
Go ahead and get into that first one for me there. So my first question for you is, what was your favorite memory of this year's Major 2 class? I can't wait for these spice reactions.
That was not too bad. I would have to say that one time we changed a boom pole into an Osmo holder to look like a drone. And Charlie and Reese were just playing around with it out in the courtyard, pretending it was a baseball, pretending it was a football. And I'm concerned for the camera because they're a little aggressive with it. But they had a lot of fun. I think it taught them that no matter what you have in film, like you can make something look like something or make something work. That was a lot of fun. I did like helping with the 10-day film challenge, joking overtime. It was cool to see the production value. We used the auditorium lights, but then they also lit the set with the lights that we're using here. That's like a skill, a very advanced skill to kind of double light the scene. I don't know, I'm just proud of these kids. All of them did great. Live events went amazing this year. It was a good year, and it was your first year, and I expected it to be much worse.
Well, I mean, so did I. I mean, I just felt, so much pressure. I literally, my first day, I had someone go, well, you got big shoes to fill, don't you? Like,
Yeah.
Obviously, yes, I know that.
Yeah.
But I think having this group in particular, just the fact that I knew a lot of them outside of school, or I met some of them last year when I was student teaching, just made it so much easier, and I think contributed to that overall level of success that we had.
Yeah,
And without you two, I mean, I don't think we would have had that level of success either, but.
I was going to say, too, I was focusing more on the students, but you also had amazing development throughout the year. Just seeing you kind of change the classroom based on, even in your first year, being able to make adjustments on the fly as you need to shows flexibility. You need that here.
I had good teaching. Shout out Leah Stoller teaching me everything I know. Okay, let's get into that second one. The first one, nothing, really? No feeling?
I mean, it's spicy. It was good.
Let's see this one.
Was the second one? Was this one people were saying they didn't like?
I said that one was like weird. It was like sweet and like
Tastes
sour.
like hot honey, like Mike's hot honey. Ooh. Product placement.
I love some hot honey. So we're gonna give some advice to this group. So if you had to give them some advice as they move on to this next chapter of their lives, what would you do?
Ms. Crew or Aaron really hit the nail on the head with like, it doesn't, you don't have to always have a plan. So I'll kind of go off that a little bit is these kids are all going one way right now. They're going to come to different paths, go whichever way they need to, whatever way. They're always going to end up somewhere doing something that hopefully they want to do. You don't have to stay at the same college. You don't have to stay in the same career. Find something you like to do and do it. And do it well. Do it good. Be patient. Yeah. Take your time. Find that job that you love to do. Fortunately, I ended up in this career. I can't see myself doing anything else, and I'm one of the lucky ones. So hopefully at least 1, 2, 3 of these kids can stay focused and get to that point in their lives and develop their career and skills and be happy. Stay positive.
I mean, we got a good group that's, moving on to this next level, and I think they all have talents.
Yes.
They're all fantastic, and they follow that. I feel like the only
in
way
their own way.
In their own way.
Hopefully, Mick and Cole can separate and
Well,
go their own
apparently they
direction.
can. Apparently they can. You know,
He's going to UDEL, right?
yes,
Cole is, and
and then
Mick's
Mick's going to Temple. But you know, they can continue to go like this. They can continue to ascend,
And if they don't stay in this field, like we're not going to be mad at them.
No.
Like I feel like 4 or 5 of the kids that are in Major 2s every year typically stay in the field, and others go to different things. They go to communications, they go to marketing, they go to accounting, business. Sometimes just because they need to find a job, but as long as they can find a job and enjoy doing it.
I know, like me myself, I started in communications and then I switched to teaching, and I don't see myself doing anything else. So it's all about finding it.
You got
you know,
at least 26 years till I can
yeah,
retire.
I was going to say 26 years.
I think
I
that's
got
the number.
I got a
This
long way to
year's
go.
10.
I got a long way to go. But okay, let's get into this last one. Let's get a little personal.
Oh boy.
We're about to get a little sentimental about Roth and I's relationship here because it dates back 8 years or so.
I don't know. When did you graduate?
2019. I was way off. I was thinking I was 16.
6 years ago.
6 years. So you have seen me as a student and now a colleague.
Yeah.
What's that like? Like seeing somebody you saw as a child now as an adult in charge of a class like this.
You were a young adult. You weren't a child. Definitely immature.
Still
working on it
a little bit.
I'd say it's cool. It's almost a full circle moment. I was telling someone the other day, now I'm seeing you through blurry eyes because it's really hot. Oh boy. Where was I going? So I get to see you. I like to tell people about our alumni and what they're doing. I think that is most rewarding to me is to see what our students are doing once they leave here. And being able to work with you is really cool because I got to see you as a student and now I see you as an adult. Like a couple alumni I see every now and then. It's good to catch up, see what they're doing in life and kind of reflect on their time here, but we're past that now. We've reflected already on your time here, and now it's what can we do better? What can we do next? And you come with a youthful ideas. I know you have a bunch of ideas for broadcasts and spotlights, and I'm sweating. And hopefully we can incorporate that. And as I get older and you get older, we're going to kind of develop this program and grow together at this point. And I think we're in a really good spot, and it's only up from here.
I'm just excited because we go ahead and take a sip. That was also kind. I really think this program is so special. What Merge and what Steve Bonnet's created, you and I are taking that and we're taking it to a next level. And I just can't wait for the next what did you say? 26 years?
25. If I stay 35.
20
years.
plus years of what we're going to turn this into, because I mean, we're already at the top, and I feel like we can turn it into an absolute juggernaut.
And consistent. I think the most important thing is like, obviously I love all the cool broadcasting things we can do, but focusing on the students and what they want as well. This year was very film heavy more than broadcasting heavy. It goes up and down, and this year we had tons of kids volunteering and tons of kids wanting to help. We can have down years too, and how do we, our adversity in those years when we're struggling getting students and interest, and hopefully it's never like that, but I know other districts have issues getting kids to work, and the ebbs and flows of it. I'm happy that you're in this position. I'm proud of you. You went through the program, obviously, and it's been a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I need like milk.
Couldn't have said it any better. I'm really excited for the next couple years, like for the next 20-something years, although I'm going to miss this group so much. It's only up from here. So, Roth, thanks for dealing with the Spice battle and taking some time to reflect with me today.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Yes, sir. And that'll do it for this first ever edition of Spicy.
Wait. You didn't eat your wings yet.
I don't know. I was going.
Well, I had to go through it, so do you.
Then, here you go, Reese. So, now up, me. Lovely. Cool.
All right, take a bite of your first wing.
What's the order here?
I'm pretty sure that one's the mild, and that one's the spicy one.
It better be Reese. Okay. It's so tiny.
All right, while the spice builds up.
Ooh.
What was your favorite memory of this Major 2 class?
Hang on.
Going for a second bite?
Yeah. You know, this class is so... Ooh, that's a little spicy already. This class is so special to me because it is my first Major 2 class. When I was a student here, in the broadcasting program, I started a year late, so I didn't get to take Major 2. So really, they gave me my first Major 2 experience. You guys did. It's really hard for me to pinpoint a favorite memory, but if I have to pick one, I'm going to go with that first night that we started filming Santa Haas, and we filmed at the McGinty's house, and just being all together in an atmosphere that was outside of school, where we were able to do work like that was just, it was so fun. And I think, Miss Crew talked about our bond. I think that's where it really started clicking. And after that, we just felt like a family. And for me, that's why it stands out because, like, you guys know, like, my siblings just graduated. They went to college. Like, I'm very close with them. So you guys really helped to fill that. This is kind of deep. You guys helped to fill that void in my life that they left. So having that moment where we felt like a family for the first time really is something. I got sauce wine on, by the way. Is really something that I will never forget. I'm gonna finish this wing actually.
All right, take your time. How different do you think it is from like our Major 2 class to when you were in the broadcasting program way back when?
I mean, Merge really kept everyone close and together. But for me, I really value, especially in like tight-knit settings like that, like the camaraderie, like a team, and being able to work so well together brings out the best and sometimes the worst in one another. So I really prioritize, and whether it's coaching or teaching, just building that camaraderie. And I'm not saying she didn't do that, but it feels to me like we were much more of a family than what I remember from being a student, which was 6 years ago. But that's really the thing that stands out to me. I like spice, but I wasn't expecting that for the first one.
Yeah, I think they amped up the heat like they did for mine.
Great.
Earlier you said someone told you you had big shoes to fill, and I personally, as a Major 2, think you're doing a great job.
Thank you,
I think you
Reese.
should be proud of yourself. And I do think we are a sort of family dynamic in this class.
Dysfunctional at times, but...
Definitely dysfunctional, but all families are
Exactly.
sometimes. And as we, as Major 2s, move on to next year, and going into college and our future, what advice do you have to give to us?
They weren't kidding when they said this one was sweet.
Just wait.
I'm scared for the kick.
Wait till the next one.
If I had to give you advice, let your passion come to you naturally. For me, I went to college to be in sports media. And once COVID hit, that completely flipped for me. And I thought, if I wasn't doing this, I want to be a teacher. And looking back now, almost 6 years later, 5 years later, I wouldn't want to be doing anything else in my life. So you never know when it's going to hit you. I didn't know what I wanted to do until I was 20 years old. Let it come to you. Don't panic, and just be yourself. Because all of you guys are so amazing and incredible that you bring something special wherever you're going to go. Don't lose sight of that. Change is hard. It's different. I just don't want you guys to forget who you are at your core when you move on to that next level, because you will be successful by being yourselves. That was so deep.
That was some pretty deep wisdom.
You guys,
right
I mean,
there.
you know, I drop some deep wisdom from time to time. I might be a little immature still, but I do have some wisdom.
No, we all appreciate the goofiness and the wisdom from you. I think you are the reason we're becoming this successful, and we're putting out all these great movies and these productions, and you let our creativity sort of be like flowing freely. Yeah.
And that was something that was really important to me with your class. I knew it was more of a workshop class, but I didn't want to sit there and just be like, oh, I want you to do this, and this. Like, I knew your class was really interested in film. So I really catered everything that I wanted you guys to do to prepare you for the 10-day. And I think whether it was Family Feud or the Halloween videos or Santa Haas, like I think we took all that stuff and turned it into something that could be a national winner with Joking Overtime. So everything that I did was to prepare you guys for that end goal, which I think you absolutely knocked out of the park.
Yeah, we definitely all put everything into it, and I think a lot of the success sort of attributes to you as well, and to all of my classmates, and I appreciate that a lot. Anyways, let's get into that next wing.
Whew, okay.
Yeah.
I'm definitely feeling the heat still. I'm scared.
Some tears might be flowing.
I think so. I'm gonna feel it a little bit. Make sure you get my good side here.
All right, as you get into that next wing.
Oh man. Yeah, give me the question, please. Oh my God, I'm burning.
Okay. Biggest highlight and low light of this year so far. Not just in the Major 2 and.
Low light.
Oh yeah, it's simmering right now.
See that? Low light is this right now.
Yeah, we got some of this on.
What
this.
did you put on here?
Some Murder Hornet, and we got some Reaper sauce.
Hold on.
It's pretty good. I had to take the lid off. Take your time. Let it sit.
You see these tears?
Oh my gosh.
These are man tears. I'll start with.
What's today a bad day with the spice?
Yeah. Today I'm very hit or miss with spice, and this feels like a miss. Oh.
Oh my God.
Help me, please. I would definitely say a high. I literally have tears in my eyes. Like I'm full on crying right now. I don't even think I can finish that.
Just get some water.
Ugh.
Take your time.
Good thing this is the last thing that we'll be playing before I speak at the film festival because it's going to take long. This is probably a preview for what's going to happen there too. My biggest high, I would say, is your camaraderie as a group. My biggest success, I think, has been my ability to bring out the best in every single one of you. Like I remember specifically, I'm gonna shout her out, not just because she's right here, but Lucy telling me just how she didn't really speak much in class last year, and I don't know, like you didn't know her much last year, right? Is she like that now?
There's definitely been some change.
Like. I mean, Cole and Mick have this brother-like bond. I can go on and on. I mean, just like the bonds that I've grown with kids, like Hailey, Taylor, Emma, and just being able to not just become your teacher, but these are relationships that we can keep for years. And to me, that's more important than any competition, any grade. The fact that we were able to bond and come together is just such a high for me. And honestly, the biggest low probably came at the beginning of the year. Mm-hmm. I remember I told someone this, that I was here for maybe 20 minutes, getting myself situated. I'm in the hallway and someone goes, "You got big shoes to fill, don't you?"
But you're already filling.
It's my first job ever. I'm like, I mean, yeah. And just like walking around here, being at the school that I went to, seeing all of my old teachers, I'm like, do I really belong here? And I remember sitting with you guys being like, who's scared that Merge isn't here? And as a collective unit, we all raised our hands. And I was like, I don't know if I'm cut out for this. I've had several days where I didn't feel cut out for it. My tongue is burnt, by the way. Like, I feel like I'm burning.
Are you crying? Are you crying because you're reflecting on everything and the memories are reflecting back to you? Or,
we're going to say that.
Or the wings getting to you?
But there's just some days where I definitely felt like the shoes were too big. I didn't feel like I was qualified to be in this position. I'm very hard on myself. I want to be at my best, not just for myself, but for you guys above and beyond, because your success is what I care about more than anything. And that goes for every level of kid that I have, both minors, major ones, major twos. I want to bring you my best every day because that'll help you turn in your best. And when I feel like I'm not at my best, I feel like I'm letting you guys down. So I've had those days. I mean, you guys have seen. I wear my heart on my sleeve. Like, I love what I do. I love my job. I love you guys. And I just pour everything into this every single day. And sometimes, you know, as teachers, you feel like you're not doing enough. So my lows come from that. But my highs, my biggest success is you guys. You guys as a major two. I will never forget you guys. I really, you guys filled this hole in my life that was left behind by my siblings. And I just see so much of them in you guys where it really helped me to get through that time. And it's just something I will, even though, you guys you had merged for 2 years, you are my kids. You're both of ours, but, you are truly mine, and I will never forget that. I also never forget how much that hurt.
I might start crying.
Oh, it hurts. Whew.
All right. Well, I'm gonna start crying. That was sentimental.
Just wait for if we're gonna do this the way that I think we're gonna do it, and I'm gonna come out and speak after this. Just wait for that. Then the non-spice tears will be flowing.
I'd say that you filled those shoes and you are cut out for it. I mean, we've all had a great year and we've all shown a lot of growth, and we're all proud of you.
Thank you, Reese.
Yeah.
Thank you to all of you. I mean, I wouldn't be here without all 12 of you guys. So.
Yeah, and I think through lows and highs, we all had a great year, and it's been very successful, and we've powered through things, even like that very, very hot wing. Yeah, it was rough for me too.
Are we really gonna do this every year? I have to do this every year?
I'm down.
I mean,
do. No, we should.
It'd be fun.
It would be. Whew.
All right.
Thank you, Reese.
Would you like to conclude the show?
So that will actually do it for this first ever edition of Spicy 2's. As you can see, I am really crying. My face is very red. But I just want to say, for those of you who have seen it, this is a really special group of kids. It's a group that I would never trade for anything in the world. I love you guys like family. I always will. You're going to do great things in the world. And tune in next year for Spicy 2's Round 2. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I don't know.
We're signing off.
Yes, so long.
See ya.
Yay! Oh.